the VR experience of Shanghai neighborhood. Hello everyone, welcome to our DERF presentation. I'm Suhan, and my co-worker is David Lin Junchao, and we want to say thank you to Professor Christian Greenwell, who is also the director of our project. And our topic is the VR experience of the 20th century Chinese and Western collision in architecture. So our goal is to use virtual reality as a method to show people the old Shanghainese neighborhood and also the Shanghainese architecture that has both Chinese and Western characteristics. So before we go into our main project, let me first introduce you some technology and method we use here. The first one is Unity 3D. Unity is a platform where you can develop those 3D environments. It's also a game engine, and it also works really good for VR. So we choose this platform to develop our product. And our Professor Christian Greenwell introduced us the technology called photogrammetry. It's a really novel way to build the 3D models to turn an object in the real world into the virtual world. And here's the introduction of the photogrammetry. So basically, we just took a lot of photos of one object and then put those photos into Editsoft. It's a software where you can build those models. And since the photos are taken by different aspects, and the 3D model of the object will be made through the photos we took around that object in real life. And you can see here the door. Do you feel familiar with this? So it's a door in our school. And we're not going to use this, but it's really fun to make those kind of objects and to turn those kind of objects in daily life into the virtual world as 3D models. Last but not least, another really important technology we used is the Ricoh Theta 360 video. So Ricoh Theta is this kind of camera. It's a 360 camera where you can see every aspect you want. We have walked all around Shanghai to find those interesting places and architectures that we want. And you can see we took hundreds of those 360 videos, and we talked with the people, the old Shanghainese in the old Shanghainese neighborhood, and they speak really fast Shanghainese. We find this really interesting. So now let me show you our final project. So as you can see, this is our main scene, and there are several doors, and every door will lead to a new world. For example, this will lead to a Shikumen neighborhood, and like this will lead to Longchang Gongyu. It's a Shanghainese old neighborhood. And this brick door is really interesting, huh? So this will lead to a demobilization place. And what's more, behind this door, you will see a Shanghainese street. So that's behind the door we just seen. So before we go into the old neighborhood, let's get a glimpse of what the old Shanghai streets look like. So now we are in the Shanghai street, and you can see every aspect as you want. You can see there are people playing chess, and there are passengers passing by. So what's behind the second door is the Shikumen neighborhood. We went to this old Shanghainese neighborhood, and we met this old lady. She lived in a Shikumen house. She introduced us what Shikumen is. It's a traditional and typical Shanghainese stylized neighborhood. It's a combination of Western and Chinese elements. And you can see it here. So that's the Shikumen neighborhood. And behind the third black gate is the Longchang apartment. It's a really exotic and odd, unique old quadrangle neighborhood built by the British people in the 1920s when it's in Yangpu and there were a lot of people living there in a really crowded place. Let me show you. Also, I need to mention here, if you're in Oculus VR or you're wearing a HTC Vive, you can just walk in this door and you can see the 360 video behind this. But if you're using a cardboard and your phone, you can just click it and then go into the 360 scene. And that's a Longchang apartment. And the last part is the demobilization place. So there are more and more new skyscrapers built in Shanghai, which means some old neighborhoods are unfortunately demobilized. And this thing is represented by this brick door. Let's click it. And yeah, that's our project. And we want to say thank you to Professor Christian Grunwald, and also thanks to my co-worker David Lin. And thank you for watching.